I'm Catherine Chrisley Schreiber. This is Vega. Vega is a 41-year-old retired eventer. Vega's more of a teacher than I am. He teaches me. We're going to bond with him, and bonding is just becoming connected in a compassionate flow, heart to heart. Vega, let's walk about. When you work with horses, they're going to be telling you a lot. I think of ask, listen, direct, and support. So what you're wanting to do is ask him if he wants to participate. Mr. Vega, ho, ho. I say his name a lot. It's important that I can connect with him and he knows his name, and when I say it, I get his attention on me. Mr. Vega. Then I want to listen to him. He's going to have a lot of things to tell me. He'll tell me if he's comfortable. He'll tell me if he's worried about something. He'll tell me if he feels tired today, if he feels perky today. In the warm sun, he's probably really relaxed. And I tell you, he can get very perky at other times. He's the kind of horse that has had so many experiences that he has ways to teach us whether we're doing something correctly or not. So in all the groundwork, in-hand work, the sort of things that we're going to do today with him, it's really if I'm not doing it correctly, if the person is not doing it correctly and making sense to the horse, then he's not able to do it correctly because he doesn't understand. And so if I have clarity and consistency, then he can do the things that I ask of him. If I listen and watch, am aware of, I'll know if I'm telling him in a way that makes sense or not. You ready? Let's walk. Walk. Vega. Yeah. The connection really is having a situation that the horse wants to be with you and that he feels it's a safe and fun place to be. His life needs joy, and at 41 years of age, that's all that he should have in his life is joy. He has paid all his dues. He has probably taught more people than I have. He has so much to offer. Where people might discount a horse of this age and not think of him as having value because maybe in their world they don't see how he has value. In our world, this horse, this wonderful horse, has so much value. Oh. A little bit of verbal commands. A lot of times you want to have some verbal, command was a terrible word to use, verbal connections, because then you can just say what you want. When you're going to school a horse, before you're going to ride them, when you're going to take a young horse, before you ride, if you have the verbal communication with them, when you get on, you've got a tool you can use. He'll understand, he'll know all the verbal things, and then you can use them when you're on him, and he understands you. Horses are looking for ways to please us. Horses are looking for that communication that comes from us so that they can do things, that we ask. Everything is about compassion. Everything is about connecting, bonding. When you have a horse that is worried, the last thing you want to do is to have the horse more afraid of you than some object. One of my old instructors from way back was a man, a dressage master, who said that there could be a lion in the corner, and your horse is going to be afraid of that lion in the corner. And You don't want to say, ignore the lion in the corner. You want to say, I'll keep you safe, I'll get you away from the lion. You know, a literal threat to the horse. So what you're doing is you're making him safe. And because he knows he's safe, he comes to you when he feels that maybe something is scary. Mr. Vega's dropping some food. He has no teeth. And because he has no teeth, we have to grind all of his hay and soak it for every meal. He is so worth doing that for. That way he continues to live and thrive and have good health and have this connection. He lives in sanctuary here. We have, it's Dharma horse, equine sanctuary. And Vega is like our star. Vega is a blue star in the sky. And he is the star here. And we will do everything in our power to keep him safe, help him thrive, keep him comfortable. And when it's not possible, we make sure we honor him. Walk. Mr. Vega? Yeah. He hears Molly. Every now and then the mule that lives beside him is asking where he went. Horses bond with each other. They create really strong, compatible connections. And when they have that, they wonder where the other one went. Oh, my sweet soul. He's the light that shines and teaches me when I'm in integrity and when I'm congruent and when I feel like a safe partner. So Mr. Vega has a mask on. It's a mask he can see out of easily. He has head shaker syndrome, and the bright sun and little bugs or pollen or dust can make him shake his head. So we're going to make him comfortable, and we're going to show lunging. We lunge classically. And we actually use a halter instead of a lunge cavesson, or we don't use a rope halter because they put pressure. Hi, sweetheart. I'm going to hook onto the side. I'm going to drop this and pick it up. I'm going to hook onto the side of the halter instead of on the middle part at the bottom, because then it would tend to pull the halter into his eye. I'm going to fold the line rather than coil it, so that if something happened, the line wouldn't wrap around to my hand and I'd be in trouble. So I'm folding it and going to set it up so that I can drop folds of it to give him length. Hi, love. Now, classical lunging is just the way that I like to do, and it's not just because of how I grew up. I grew up learning most of what I learned in the 60s, 70s, and 80s with a lot of different instructors, a lot of different clinicians. We use a wand. It's not a whip. Whip can be a verb, and we just use a pointer. And because my hand can't reach out and point and won't be as obvious, I use the wand. I introduce it to the horse because it's just an extension of my hand, and touch him. And he decided that we're going to walk. I'm going to say, Vega, we need to show things really well. So, ho, see how I stopped him. I'm going to say, Mr. Vega, yes. You ready? Okay, walk. So you work with a young horse, you're going to keep them close to you. You stay out of the kick range, and I'll use the butt of the wand. And I'm going to stay lined up with where I would be if I were riding, lined up with his withers, or a little behind. I'll make a V, the line and the wand, like a little triangle of the horse and the equipment. And as I'm having him walk, if I get too far in front of him, I'll stop his motion and confuse him, which I don't want to do. If I get too far behind, I get out of that V, then he doesn't know for sure what to do. He'll tend to come toward me, or a young horse might go too fast. I will start to drop some of it and let him out, and then use my wand to point. If he starts coming in toward me, I'll aim the wand at his shoulder. It's just my hand saying go out. Never hit a horse, never, never, never. Walk, good man. He might be a little confused because I'm talking. Normally all my words are at him. For his benefit, yes, good man. This is a good circle for the walk, and he's starting to want to trot. Mr. Vega, walk. Drop my energy down, take up my line, walk. Thank you, sir. It's only because I'm jabbering away, just talking, that he's not real sure. Good man. Okay, now let's trot. Raise my wand, not in an aggressive way. Allow some of the line out to make it he's a big horse, to give him a big circle. It's a little close, so I'll point to his shoulder, and see how that just sends him out in a non-aggressive, just a pointing way. And back out a little bigger circle. Yes, good boy. And walk. I see him kind of slowing down a little, and I'll say, Mr. Vega, walk. Wiggle the line a little bit, walk. Drop my energy. See how, because I'm talking, he's confused, but how when I drop my energy, stop, like drop an anchor down from my spine as if I'm becoming very heavy and very rooted. That brings him down. I can do that to halt him. Mr. Vega, ho, ho, ho. Doesn't matter what words you use, it's the tone of your voice. Mr. Vega, ho, ho, and wait. Everything dropping down low. Mr. Vega, ho, ho now, ho, ho, ho. Watch for it to get close. Ho, ho. Yeah, ho, ho. I'm staying still. I've got the wand completely out of the picture, and I'm staying still where his hind leg couldn't reach me. Oh, Mr. Vega, oh, good boy. Thank you. We don't turn the horses into us. We don't bring them in. You can teach a horse to change direction on the end of the line. Whatever you teach, if you're consistent, that's a good thing. But we don't do that because it gives horses the opportunity, if they are in a mood, to switch direction and just go the other way. And we like to stop them on the line and come up to them. I had to bring him toward me a little bit, get his attention, and till he comes to the halt. And then we just stand, and I let him know that's exactly what I wanted him to do. And then we're going to do it all again. The position that you're in is going to convey to the horse where you want him to be. He's going to stay in relationship with you. And I have to remember, he sees a little bit differently. How's that? He sees a little bit differently with the mask on, but that's helping him. It's like he's got some sunglasses. So I'm going to tell him again, good man, that we're going to walk. Okay, let's go walking. Walk. And I start, because I don't want to be accidentally, whapping him with the wand. I start with the butt end. When he's far enough away, I'll turn it, and we'll walk our circle. Walk. He's perky today. I'm so glad. Letting the line out. As I let the line out, he goes outward. This is not his first time doing it. Mr. Vega, trot. Verbals. Trot. 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 Good man. Just easy trot. I'm going to try to be a little quieter so that trot, tone of voice. I can't be quiet. Tone of voice, bringing the tone down to slow him. Bringing it up a little to trot on. Good boy. If I don't like where we are, I can line up to his shoulder and I can move him down the line. We keep trotting. Good band. One of the things, clucking is not my favorite thing. But some horses, especially you have a horse that's 41, a lifetime of being handled differently. Easy trot, easy trot. We're going to come down the line. So I point at him. Keep trotting. Trot. Mr. Vega, trot. Good man. Sometimes they know little clucks. There, send him out. Little clucks and little kisses and things, and that's what they know. So that's all I've learned. Just trot. See him wanting to break to canter. I don't want him to canter. Oh, I said the word though. That may be what happened. It's okay. And Mr. Vega, trot. It's too hot to do this. Trot. Drop my energy down. Trot. Ho, 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 ho. Half halts with your voice. Ho, ho is my half halt. Good boy. When you lunge, if you get dizzy, you look out. You look at a tree, and then another tree, and then another tree. And Mr. Vega, walk. Little wiggle. Walk on, good man. Walk on, good man. There. Mr. Vega, it looks like he might, so I'll say, ho. 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 Drop my anchor down. I get real heavy, let myself be low, making the circle a little smaller because it tends to slow him. Ho. Mr. Vega. I'll walk up and stop him. Ho. 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 Sit with me, sir. Good man. See how I keep working my wand so it's pointing away? Only when I really want to use it. I do pat on him a little bit, little gentle pats. I found that that's something that he likes. Strokes are best. Stroking is good. But there's something about, he just likes that. He does. Okay, ho, whoops. There's a problem because I wasn't paying attention. So now I'm going to fold my line up again, make myself safe. Keeps him safe too. And now I'm going to go to the other direction. And when I go to the other direction, I just click over here. So once again, I'm on the side. If I'm down here, it kind of tends to pull things around. They slide more. And if you're working with a young horse who gets fractious, a young horse is going to pull on you, equipment that, maybe that rope halter, something that has a little more bite to it, so that if he takes off and he pulls on you, he feels it more. Because this is just kind of soft and good, but that's what I want. When we're working with the horses, we don't want them to be responding out of pain. We want them to be responding out of the signals and the connection and the bonding that we do. So here's the same thing. Vega, let's turn this way so we can show it. Turn, turn. Good man. Turn, turn. And ho. So now, as I go to the other direction, I change everything. The line is always in the hand toward the horse's head. The wand is always in the hand toward his bottom. You ready? Okay, we'll walk. There's leeway with this. Plus, he's communicating to me. He's telling me, I've got this, I understand. We don't have to stand there. A young horse, we might work a lot more on that. The V shape again. Line in the hand toward his head, wand in the hand toward his bottom. I stay lined up exactly with where I would be riding, with kind of right behind the withers. If he was getting too fast, oh, you're reading my mind. If he was getting too fast, I might walk out in front of him and then walk on. You see how I sort of blocked the energy going forward. And walk, low tone of voice. Wand stays pointing at the ground. He's keeping his eye on things. If he's coming in too much, back to the shoulder. See how that sends him right out? Little signals, lots of verbals. Bonding and communicating with him. Do you want to trot? We can trot. Did you want to trot? Good, yes, good boy. Good. Good job. Good job. Things are going well. I try to be a quiet influence. It's my Ready, trot. One more time. Let me be the one brings you down. Are you getting hot and tired? No, good boy. Trot easy. Trot easy. Yes, sir. Give him a little more line. He's pretty big. Easy trot. Easy trot. I start dropping my energy down because he's rushing a little bit in his trot and try to help him. Good. Slow down a little bit. Good man. Everything I'm doing with my body, with my alignment, I'm sending him out a little bit and trot. You saw it coming, but I wasn't quick enough. One more trot. One more trot. He is used to clucking. Good boy. And outward. Good man. I can keep trotting. Spiral him in. Keep my wand so that I can work it to keep him in that V shape. I can spiral him in and get a little bit closer, which is hard on him. I don't want to make him do too much work. And then I can spiral him out, push him out, and start dropping line. A little more than I want to drop it once, but that's my hands. And outward. Trot. I want to move down a bit. I just point, move him, trot again. Good boy. You use what he knows to communicate. The communication is what matters. Good man. And back out again. He may be tired, so we're going to walk. Good man. Bring up a little line. Walk. Mr. Vega. So I'll block his energy a little bit. Walk. And then walk him on. Excuse me. We got a little dust in here. Walk on. We're in the high desert. Good man. Back to the shoulder. Asking him to go out there. Good boy. All the subtleties. He pulls his head a little bit that way. I just support it and ask him to keep looking in the direction he's going. And we need to walk out, baby. Walk out, Mr. Vega. There. The last thing in the world that I would do would be chase a horse. Walk on. Good boy. Try to keep the line up off the ground. He can't step through it. Keep everything safe. I have a little contact with the line most of the time because that's the feel I would have riding, whether I was bitless or riding in a nice little snaffle with a smooth French link. Yeah. And Mr. Vega. Oh. Oh, good man. I'd pick that up quick. So, working with the horse instead of against the horse, instead of looking for what he's doing wrong, but looking for what he's doing right, we can become a partnership. We can bond on this. Yeah, good man. I have to put this over out of the way so that neither of us will step on it. Mr. Vega. And walk. Nice, my good man. Mr. Vega, ho. Now, let's see what we can do. Mr. Vega, are you tired and ready to quit? Mr. Vega, walk. Let's walk. Let's free lunge, okay? Same thing. My hand to point a little bit, just kind of, he can see something going on there. My wand to tell him where I want him to be. My heart to draw him to me. Good boy. And come to me again. Good boy. From my heart. I send my love out to his heart, and then I pull with love toward me to keep him close by. Good man. And just a little communication this way, not too far. Mr. Vega. Pull him toward me. I'm losing him. So now I get him again. See how that happens? That's with my energy. When we're out here real quiet, we can do remarkable things. Yeah. When I'm talking, he's not real sure, but that's okay. Mr. Vega, one trot? One trot? And he gives me an answer. There's my ask. I gotta listen. Mr. Vega, one trot? Just a little trot. Little trot. And he doesn't have to. Okay, our disconnect there is him very clearly telling me that maybe he's hot and that this isn't what he wants to continue doing. He's not my slave. He is not under my control. He is not, he's not an extension of my ego for me to show someone that I can do anything with this horse. What he is a brilliant friend. Do you want to keep going? And if he doesn't mind, we might do a little more. Mr. Vega? Good boy. Shall we walk down the line at the shoulder? Walk down the line at the shoulder. Mr. Vega, come to me. Pull with my heart. Look at him with love. Let that be all he feels. Okay. Thank you, Vega. Thank you, everyone.